Hey, it's Chris Doherty, Doherty Properties, and as you know, I am out in the market all day, every day, and I am looking at properties, and I am seeing a lot of mistakes that sellers are making, and therefore, they're not going to get the most amount of money on their property. The first mistake that I am seeing again and again is sellers are pricing their property too high. It's interesting because the psychology of most sellers is they think they'll price it high, and if it doesn't go right away, they'll reduce the price. But that's a mistake because most of the eyeballs on your home are going to be on your property on the first 2 weeks of the listing. That's when you need to strike. So you want to make sure that you price the property the right way from the outset. The second issue, I will go into homes and it always amazes me when the home is not ready for sale. When somebody goes into a home and they see that the paint is not in good shape, the house is not clean, the doors and the closet doors are hanging off, and the house just isn't tightened up and ready for sale, it means that you're not going to get the best price because you are not giving the best presentation possible for the potential buyer. If you fix those issues and get it ready, you'll get a higher price point. The third is access to the property. There's nothing worse than being a listing agent or being a buyer's agent trying to get into a listing and you cannot get access. Maybe there's a tenant in the property, or maybe you as a seller are not that flexible with timing. In that first 2 weeks, we need to get everybody in the door. We want to make sure that we are in a position that everybody that wants to see that property can see that property. And when you do that, you get maximum exposure, and that maximum exposure means higher pricing. The fourth issue that I'm running into is the marketing isn't done right. Sometimes there's not a sign in front of the house. Sometimes the photos are done poorly without professional photography. Sometimes the presentation of the photos are just not done the right way. And a lot of times I'll see the property isn't put in the right places of where it needs to be to get the right eyeballs on that property. Okay? So you want to make sure that the marketing is done right. And of course, I see so many sellers hiring the wrong agents. They'll hire people from out of state that might be licensed, but they don't have any connection to the local area. They'll have somebody that knows nothing about the location that they're in. They know nothing about the market itself, and therefore they run into troubles because they have an agent themselves who may not really know pricing, flow of traffic, how many people are coming through the door. But when you have a local expert that is buying and selling all day, that agent is going to know the flow, the number of people coming in, what that market is going to look like, okay? That's what we do. We're experts. And we help people sell their home as fast as possible for the best possible price. The way that you do that is you got to get the 5 fundamentals down. And if you do, you will move at the highest possible price in the shortest amount of time. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, we're always here to have a consultation. It's free. We like to talk and hear your thoughts, your stories in any way that we can help. I hope 2025 is treating you well, and I look forward to seeing you soon.